again. No, power in firebending comes from the breath, not the muscles. The breath becomes energy in the body. The energy extends past your limbs and becomes fire. Get it right this time.
Enough. I've been drilling the sequence all day. Teach me the next set. I'm more than ready.
No, you are impatient. You have yet to master your basics. Drill it again!
The sages tell us that the Avatar is the last airbender. He must be over 100 years old by now. He's had a century to master the 4 elements. I'll need more than basic firebending to defeat him. You will teach me the advanced set!
Very well. But first, I must finish my roast duck.
This is a pretty basic move, but it still took me months to perfect. So don't be frustrated if you don't get it right away. Just push and pull the water like this. The key is getting the wrist movement right.
Like this?
That's almost right. If you keep practicing, I'm sure eventually...
Hey, I'm bending it already!
Wow, I can't believe you got that so quickly. It took me 2 months to learn that move.
Well, you had to figure it out all on your own. I'm lucky enough to have a great teacher.
Thanks.
So, what's next?
This is a more difficult move. I call it streaming the water. It's harder than it looks, so don't be disappointed if... Nice work. Though the over-the-head flare was unnecessary.
Sorry. Well, don't stop now. Keep them coming.
Well, I kind of know this one other move, but it's pretty hard. I haven't even totally figured it out yet. The idea is to create a big, powerful wave.
So, like this? Looks like I got the hang of that move. What else you got?
That's enough practicing for today.
Yeah, I'll say. You just practiced our supplies down the river.
Sorry. I'm sure we can find somewhere to replace all this stuff.
My life was hard enough when you were just an airbender.
First, you form the ball. Then you gotta get on quick. Yeah! Oh, yeah!
Okay, here goes.
Quick, get on! You kind of have to balance on it like it's a top.
Man, that's hard.
Where'd you learn that trick, Aang? I made it up. Wow!
Widen your stance. Wider. Bend your knees. Now concentrate. Good, good.
Wait, what do I do now?
Silence! Talking is not concentrating. Look at your friend. Is she talking? Even that oaf knows to concentrate on what he's doing.
Hey! But what am I concentrating on?
Feel the heat of the sun. It is the greatest source of fire, yet it is in complete balance with nature.
So when do I get to make some fire?
Concentrate!
Are we coming up here so I don't burn anything with my fire blasts?
No fire yet.
What?
Power in firebending comes from the breath. That is why you must master proper breath control.
You brought me up here to breathe?
Assume your stance. Wider.
You're not even looking.
Wider! Now inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth without talking. Good. Keep going.
I just want to try this one move first, and then it's all yours. Here, hold it open for me. The single water whip. Looks doable. What's so funny?
I'm sorry, but you deserve that. You've been duped. She's only interested in teaching herself.
Aang will get his turn once I figure out the water whip.
Ugh, why can't I get this stupid move?
You'll get it. You just gotta shift your way through the stances. There. See? The key to bending is...
Will you please shut your air hole? Believe it or not, your infinite wisdom gets a little old sometimes. Why don't we just throw the scroll away since you're so naturally gifted? What? Oh my gosh, Aang. I am so sorry. I don't know what came over me. But you know what? It won't happen again. Here, this is yours. I don't want to have anything to do with it anymore.
It's okay, Katara.
What about Momo? He's the real victim here.
I'm sorry, Momo.
And what about me? There was that time you...
No more apologies.
I thought about what you said. I promise I'll be more patient.
We are going to work with fire now.
Oh, yeah! I mean, let us begin.
Concentrate on the fire. I want you to keep this flame from reaching the edges of the leaf for as long as you can.
Master, there is trouble.
What's going on?
Concentrate on your leaf.
This is the worst firebending instruction ever. All he does is leave me alone for hours to concentrate or breathe.
I'm sure there's a good reason.
But I'm ready to do so much more. I did it! I made fire!
Aang, that's great, but you should take it slow. Careful!
Ah! Now that's firebending.
Aang, you'll hurt yourself.
I wonder how the juggler did it. Katara! I'm so sorry!
Katara, what's wrong? What did you do?
It was an accident. I was... Katara, I'm so...
I told you we shouldn't mess around with this. Look what you did. You burned my sister.
Hi. Are you Yagoda?
Are you here for the healing lesson?
I guess I am.
Welcome. Welcome.
You're moving the water around, but you're not feeling the push and pull.
I'm trying.
Maybe that move is too advanced for you. Why don't you try an easier one?
Nice try, pupil Sangok. A couple of more years and you might be ready to fight a sea sponge. Would anyone care for a rematch with Katara? Katara, you've advanced more quickly than any student I've ever trained. You have proven that with fierce determination, passion, and hard work, you can accomplish anything. Raw talent alone is not enough. Pupil Aang,
Yes, Master Baku?
care to step into the sparring circle? I figure since you found time to play with house pets, you must have already mastered waterbending.
I wouldn't say mastered, but check this out.
You guys are gonna be done soon, right? We've got a lot of ground to cover if we want to make it to Omashu today.
What, like you're ready to go right now, naked guy?
I can be ready in 2 minutes. Seriously, whenever.
So you were showing me the octopus form.
Right. Let me see your stance. Your arms are too far apart. See, if you move them closer together, you protect your center. You got it?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Okay, let's see what you got. You make a fine octopus, Pupil Aang.
Take your stances. Now strike as if you're punching through your opponent's head. So, are you ready to commit to more lessons? If you pay for the whole year in advance, I'll bump you up to the next belt.
So what move are you gonna teach me first? Rock-a-lanche? The trembler? Oh, maybe I can learn to make a whirlpool out of land.
Let's start with move a rock.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
The key to earthbending is your stance. You've got to be steady and strong. Rock is a stubborn element. If you're going to move it, you've got to be like a rock yourself.
Like a rock. Got it.
Good. Now the actual motion of this one is pretty simple. Okay, you ready to give it a try?
I'm ready.
Rock beats airbender.
Lightning is a pure expression of firebending, without aggression. It is not fueled by rage or emotion the way other firebending is. Some call lightning the cold-blooded fire. It is precise and deadly, like Azula. To perform the technique requires peace of mind.
I see. That's why we're drinking tea. To calm the mind.
Oh yeah, good point. I mean, yes. There is energy all around us. The energy is both yin and yang. Positive energy and negative energy. Only a select few firebenders can separate these energies. This creates an imbalance. The energy wants to restore balance, and in the moment the positive and negative energy come crashing back together. You provide release and guidance, creating lightning. Remember, once you separate the energy, you do not command it. You are simply its humble guide. Breathe first.
Maybe there's another way. What if I came at the boulder from a different angle?
No, that's the problem. You've got to stop thinking like an airbender. There's no different angle, no clever solution, no trickety trick that's gonna move that rock. You've got to face it head on. And when I say head on, I mean like this.
Whoa!
I've been training Aang for a while now. He really responds well to a positive teaching experience. Lots of encouragement and praise, kind words. If he's doing something wrong, maybe a gentle nudge in the right direction.
Thanks, Katara. A gentle nudge. I'll try that. Keep your knees high, Twinkle Toes!
is the element of power. The people of the Fire Nation have desire and will, and the energy and drive to achieve what they want. Earth is the element of substance. The people of the Earth Kingdom are diverse and strong. They are persistent and enduring. Air is the element of freedom. The air nomads detached themselves from worldly concerns and found peace and freedom. Also, they apparently had pretty good senses of humor. Water is the element of change. The people of the Water Tribe are capable of adapting to many things. They have a deep sense of community and love that holds them together through anything.
Why are you telling me these things?
It is important to draw wisdom from many different places. If we take it from only one place, it becomes rigid and stale. Understanding others, the other elements, and the other nations will help you become whole.
All this four elements talk is sounding like Avatar stuff.
It is the combination of the four elements in one person that makes the Avatar so powerful. But it can make you more powerful too. You see, the technique I am about to teach you is one I learned by studying the waterbenders.
This time we're going to try something a little different. Instead of moving a rock, you're going to stop a rock. Get in your horse stance. I'm going to roll that boulder down at you. If you have the attitude of an earthbender, you'll stay in your stance and stop the rock. Like this.
Sorry, Toph, but are you sure this is really the best way to teach Aang earthbending?
I'm glad you said something. Actually, there is a better way. This way, you'll really have to sense the vibrations of the boulder to stop it. Thank you, Katara.
Yeah, thanks, Katara. I just panicked. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say. You blew it. You had a perfect stance and perfect form. But when it came right down to it, you didn't have the guts.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are sorry. If you're not tough enough to stop the rock, then you could at least give it the pleasure of smushing you instead of jumping out of the way like a jelly-boned wimp. Now, do you have what it takes to face that rock like an earthbender?
No, I don't think I do.
Aang, it's no big deal. You'll take a break and try earthbending again when you're ready. Besides, you still have a lot of waterbending to work on, okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, whatever. Go splash around until you feel better.
You know this block you're having is only temporary, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
You do realize that's the problem, don't you? If you face this issue instead of avoiding it...
I know. I get it, all right? I need to face it head on like a rock, but I just can't do it. I don't know why I can't, but I can't.
Aang, if fire and water are opposites, then what's the opposite of air?
I guess it's earth.
That's why it's so hard for you to get this. You're working with your natural opposite, but you'll figure it out. I know you will.
Think fast!
Excellent. You have the reflexes of a water-bending master.
Thanks, Katara. Sifu, Katara. Hey, we're almost at the Southern Air Temple.
This was the first stop on my Avatar journey. It was the place where I was trained to master airbending, and also where I met an old friend of yours, Monk Gyatso.
No way!
Hey, Gyatso, you want to see a new glider trick? Check this out.
He's air surfing. I can't believe I never thought of that.
Some friendships are so strong, they can even transcend lifetimes.
Okay, I'm ready for some training.
Good job, Twinkle Toes. Visualize, then attack.
Maybe you should take your own advice, Toph.
What's the matter? Can't handle some dirt, Madam Fussy Britches?
Oh, sorry. Did I splash you, mud slug?
Are we taking a break?
Sneak attack!
Sokka, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
Hungry for a mud pie?
I'll give you a mud pie!
Guys, I thought we were supposed to be training me.
Very well, pupil. I believe we've had enough training for today.
While Katara cleans up, let's go have some fun.
Growing up at the South Pole, waterbenders are totally at home surrounded by snow and ice and seas. But as you probably noticed on your travels, that isn't the case wherever you go.
I know. When we were stranded in the desert, I felt like there was almost nothing I could do.
That's why you have to learn to control water wherever it exists.
I've even used my own sweat for waterbending.
That's very resourceful, Katara. You're thinking like a true master. But did you know you can even pour water out of thin air? You've got to keep an open mind, Katara. There's water in places you never think about.
After my years mastering airbending, I traveled to the Northern Water Tribe. Waterbending was especially challenging for me. But in time, I mastered it as well.
Wow, these flowers are beautiful.
They're called fire lilies. They only bloom a few weeks a year, but they're one of my favorite things about living here. And like all plants and all living things, they're filled with water.
I met a waterbender who lived in a swamp and could control the vines by bending the water inside.
You can take it even further.
That was incredible! It's a shame about the lilies, though.
They're just flowers. When you're a waterbender in a strange land, you do what you must to survive. Tonight, I'll teach you the ultimate technique of waterbending. It can only be done during the full moon, when your bending is at its peak.
But isn't that dangerous? I thought people have been disappearing around here during the full moon.
Oh, Katara. 2 master waterbenders beneath a full moon? I don't think we have anything to worry about.
My earthbending master, Sud, was uncompromising, stubborn, and blunt. And a lifelong friend.
Huh?
I know you're nervous, but remember, firebending in and of itself is not something to fear.
Okay, not something to fear.
But if you don't respect it, It'll chew you up and spit you out like an angry Komodo rhino. Now, show me what you've got. Any amount of fire you can make.
Maybe I need a little more instruction. Perhaps a demonstration?
Good idea. You might want to take a couple steps back. What was that? That was the worst fire bending I've ever seen.
I thought it was nice.
Why is this happening?
Maybe it's the altitude.
Yeah, could be. Just breathe and...
That one kind of felt hot.
Don't patronize me! You know what it's supposed to look like!
Sorry, Sifu Hotman.
And stop calling me that!
Hey, jerks. Mind if I watch you two jerks do your jerk bending?
Get out of here!
Okay, take it easy. I was just kidding around. Jerk bending.
Still got it.
What I'm about to show you, I discovered in that wretched Fire Nation prison. The guards were always careful to keep any water away from us. They piped in dry air and had us suspended away from the ground. Before giving us any water, they would bind our hands and feet so we couldn't bend. Any sign of trouble was met with cruel retribution. And yet each month I felt the full moon enriching me with its energy. There had to be something I could do to escape. Then I realized that where there is life, there is water. The rats that scurried across the floor of my cage were nothing more than skins filled with liquid. And I passed years developing the skill that would lead to my escape. Blood bending. Controlling the water in another body. Enforcing your own will over theirs. Once I had mastered the rats, I was ready for the men. And during the next full moon, I walked free for the first time in decades. My cell unlocked by the very guards assigned to keep me in. Once you perfect this technique, you can control anything or anyone.
But to reach inside someone and control them? I don't know if I want that kind of power.
The choice is not yours. The power exists. And it's your duty to use the gifts you've been given to win this war. Katara, they tried to wipe us out, our entire culture. Your mother.
I know.
Then you should understand what I'm talking about. We're the last waterbenders of the Southern Tribe. We have to fight these people whenever we can, wherever they are, with any means necessary.
This ritual illustrates the essence of Sun Warrior philosophy. You must maintain a constant heat. The flame will go out if you make it too small. Make it too big, and you might lose control.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. It's like a little heartbeat.
Fire is life, not just destruction.
More ferocious. Imagine striking through your opponent's heart.
I'm trying.
Now let me hear you roar like a tiger dillo. That sounded pathetic. I said roar. There's one technique you need to know before facing my father. How to redirect lightning. If you let the energy in your own body flow, the lightning will follow it. You turn your opponent's energy against them.
That's like waterbending.
Exactly. My uncle invented this technique himself by studying waterbenders.
So, have you ever redirected lightning before?
Once, against my father.
What did it feel like?
Exhilarating. But terrifying. You feel so powerful holding that much energy in your body. But you know if you make the wrong move, it's over.
Well, not over. I mean, there's always Katara and a little spirit water action, am I right?
Actually, I used it all up after Azula shot you.
Oh.
You'll have to take the Fire Lord's life before he takes yours.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
What does it say? Need meat. Gone fishing. Back in a few days. Sokka and Zuko. One more thing. Aang, practice your firebending while I'm gone. Do 20 sets of fire fists and 10 hot squats every time you hear a badger frog croak. Zuko.
Nobody else has homework. 1 hot squat, 2 hot squat, 3 hot squats.